out on a hike. This is my coat, by the way, because it's been raining. Look at that for views. Oh. Doesn't matter if it rains. Never go anywhere if you don't go out if it rains. So that's what's behind me. Nice and quiet up here, isn't it? Can you hear the birds and the little stream? You do get cars down here, but can't get away from cars these days. I'll try not to breathe too heavy. But I am a lot fitter this year than I was last year, so it shouldn't be so bad. See the stream down there. I'm on the road to the Centre for Alternative Technology, or CAT as we call it around here, or Shit and Wind. And then I'm going to do some exploring around that area. Because even though I've been living here for almost 30 years, I haven't explored the place. Much further than the town. So I can hear the train. And we made it over the top of the first hump. Something making crunching noises in the field next to me and I can't see. The beast of Mach. Although I don't think this is Mach anymore. But hey, we'll see. You can hear the road now. There it is. Countryside spoiled. I think it might be my coat. Yeah, it's my coat pushing against my bag. How to spook yourself out, eh? I'm going to try and make more videos on a daily basis, starting from the 1st of June. This is way before the 1st of June, but you know, I don't want to do them in order of when I go out, because that puts a lot of strain on me having to like edit videos and things. Whereas this way I can, I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to do daily. I might do twice a week at first, and then build a collection of videos that I can release bit at a time. I think that's probably the best. While the weather isn't winter, probably do it in the winter as well, but it's going to be more difficult with rain and other things. I forgot to bring my extra battery, so I'm probably not going to get much video today. But I'll do a bit of exploring. Already passed about 6,000 steps just to get to this part. Yeah, we'll have a look. Why not? See how lucky I am. I do realise how lucky I am. Sometimes I get into a black place. I suppose that happens with depression. Sometimes I have had a tough couple of years, so shit happens. But starting to appreciate what I've got, which is nothing, but I've got this as well. I'll get there. It could be worse. I could be still living in the Midlands. Oh God. See if there's any incentive to cheer yourself up. It's the whole idea of living in Wednesbury. Really. Look at that. Exploration everywhere. Bluebells are looking good, aren't they? Well, they're starting to die down a bit now. Different plants and flowers and you name it. Little white flowers there. More bluebells. Some of the fields I take the dog for a walk on are absolutely loaded with different kinds of flowers at this time of year. Traffic noise again. If you were a tree hugger, there's plenty of trees around here to hug. Right, I'll stop for a bit so that I can preserve my battery. Back again. Still got 77% battery, I'll just keep going. There's a tent in front of us. You can hear, every now and again you can hear baby lambs calling their mums. Another stream. Quite a lot of streams around the main town seem to have dried up, so we haven't really had that much rain. Rain we are having seems to be quite, light. It won't last, we know that. You can just see, like, there's the river there, and if you look at it, it's massive. The banks are quite dried up. Yeah, campsite. That's useful for people if you're interested. Quite a few tents there. There's a nice barn up there being built. Don't remember it being there last time. Feels like it's starting to rain again. So I might have to put the phone in my plastic bag and not film for a bit. Yeah. Quite big tents, aren't they? With a shed next to them. You could live in the shed. Right, I'm gonna put the phone away before it gets wet. Right, rain has slowed down now. It's not lost on me that I was just talking about how it hasn't rained much and then it poured down. Being a rain god, that's the sort of thing that I can do. I can get the rain to come whenever I want it to. Not. So there you go, you can hear the traffic in the background again. Can't do anything about that. It's actually behind those trees there. They don't mask it much, do they? I think it's going to get even worse when the new bridge is finished. But hey, cars are more important than people, it seems. Don't know how far I've walked yet. No, I think the cat centre won't be far ahead of me. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to carry on walking anyway. I might see about walking into Corris, see how far I can get on the back road. We'll see. Somebody's house there. There's another house over there, just beyond the hill. You can see the top of its roof sticking up. I guess you could call this living in the back of beyond. Before anybody says anything, yeah, I'm walking on the roads, so what? How else do you get anywhere? It's all fenced off and hedged off, so you can't get into it. I'll get the map out at some point, not today, and have a look, see what footpaths and things there are around. I've got one of them in my garden. Not growing as well as that yet. Getting there though. It's only been about 8 years. Maybe longer. It's the road to nowhere. But it might not be. It might be the road to somewhere. Let me know down below in the comments or whatever if you watched this video and you enjoyed it, and I'll see about doing more. Of course, by the point that this video gets posted, I'll probably have recorded about 10 more, but it doesn't matter. God, listen to the traffic on the road. Getting out of breath now. It's a bit of a steep bit. But if my health journey has taught me anything in the last 2 years, is slow and steady works, because just going for walks and steady walks, not rushing, not running around and all that sort of stuff, eating well, it's lost me 6 stone, so what am I to complain about? Got another 3 to go before I reach the goal that I'm aiming for, but 6 was not that difficult really. Not bragging or anything. And I haven't changed that much of what I eat. So, not bad. There's a house behind here. Which is why I've decided to start doing more long walks out of town rather than just spending all my time around town. To be honest, I'm pretty bored with everywhere I go around town. I'm still discovering new places, but it'd be nice to discover some places further away. And this is just one of the directions I can go in. I've got loads of places I can go and explore. It's going to be great if I can keep it up. It's not all going to be walking things. It's going to be vlogs around the house and things like that. So in the garden and whatever. I'll cut all the trees down. They do it regularly. I'll cut them all down and then they'll grow new ones in their place. Oh. You know, just looking across now, I can see places where I'm seeing that they've stripped all the trees and then this is what's grown back. So it's not. You know, in the 30 years I've been living here, I've seen this happen a lot. And then within about 10 years or so, it's all back again. So that's the countryside. That's how it works. I live in a town, so that makes me a townie. But I don't feel like a townie. I've never felt like a townie. I really like the countryside and the views and everything that goes with it. And you can see there how the root structures of the trees have held the slate up and the mountain up, and now it's slipping now that they're being removed. You see that in a lot of places where it all starts to come down. It all shifts downwards. You can see quite prominently there, can't you? That's all going to fall on the road at some point, like it has a little bit. Has fallen down there. Because I think the roots of the trees and and everything sort of holds the ground together. And it starts to slip when they cut the trees down. So, tyre over there. Must be trolls. Should we do it? Troll! Feels different down here without the trees. Really different. Looks like they've cut them down all the way over to there, look. Lots of debris left everywhere. It'll all rot into the ground and grow new things. Lots of bark on the road. Woof woof. Smell of pine as well. If this was smell-o-vision. As a former carpenter, I love the smell of pine. Oh. Yeah, a bit snotty at the moment because I haven't taken any hay fever tablets. I bought some. I only finally managed to find some. I haven't taken any yet. I've got a meal deal from the co-op so that I can have something to eat at some point. I bought tuna and sweet corn because I quite like fish. It was the best thing with me earlier. I now see some people get really torn up about the trees being cut down and things, but it's the circle of life. You know, and I hear some commentators like that guy from The Guardian who used to live here. I won't say his name. And he goes on about how we're destroying the countryside and the architect, and everything. But what he doesn't take into account is the fact that we're talking about 3,000-4,000 years worth of this farming, and it's still here. Management of the land and the forests and everything has been going on for centuries, and we'll be doing it, destroying it in other countries or places across the border. But that's not true of everywhere. It's a nice little secluded part now, the trees are back. Anyway, let's not get political. And it is political. The anti-countryside lobby, the anti-farmer lobby. We should all be eating beetles and insects, or just dying out as a species because that's what they want. Oh. Here's a river down there. Listen to that. Isn't that great? I don't know if you'll actually be able to hear me on the video. Guess I'll find out when I get to put it, edit it. I didn't bring a microphone, I'm using the phone's microphone. Yeah, I'll just look to see where it was. Hopefully I'm not too wobbly as well. Not sure if I need to colour correct it, we'll see. Traffic coming again. Comes in waves, I think there's traffic lights. Minutes I've been going. Who'd have thought I've had that much to talk about? When we first moved over here, my dad used to come down quite regularly, and we used to go for walks, and he was always like, so let's walk down here and see where this goes, let's walk down there and see where this goes, and we was getting lost all the time. I miss that. I'm going to have to do it more. Build my confidence up. I know where I've been, so I can get back home. I live here, for God's sake. Isn't that river lovely? Someone's house there as well. Just see if I can see how much battery I've got. 72. It's not going down that much, is it? I might break these videos up into parts. It'd be okay then, won't it? Probably at first 10-minute chunks, I think, would be best. This used to be a bridge. Can you see it? There's some steps up there. Shall I? Where do they go? They seem to go all the way up there. It's taking me to the cat centre. It's okay. So, cat's up there. Shopping lists from Co-op on the floor. Scumbags throwing their rubbish on the floor. Yeah, we have them here too. There's a road up there. Because I just heard a car go through. I don't know if you heard it. want to learn what all the flowers and the plant life are called and stuff, I think, at some point. So I can tell you what they are. I know what bluebells are. This is where you catch the bus up here. But we're not going there. We're going past here. I think it's up here somewhere. I used to catch the bus. Yeah, because there's the bridge. I'll show you in a sec. There. There's a bridge onto the main road. But we're going this way. Ah, and there's the bus stop. Yeah, if I'd use my eyes. Oh, another caravan site. Access to camping site only. Private property, keep out. How does that work? Oh, I'm starting to ache holding the camera up. Oh. Yeah, this is one's a steep one. Not getting too out of breath though. Quite pleased with myself. Should burn a few calories today. It's okay. Man came past. Got waved at. Because everybody recognises the local. Because locals are the ones that are prepared. You know, just come up with t-shirts and a pair of shorts and trainers. We know you got to wear boots. And you got to bring your raincoat with you. And all that sort of stuff. And even though people used to take mickey out of me, I've got a whistle and a safety blanket in case I get injured somewhere and fall down a ditch and need to protect myself. And also, I've informed the people where I am, where I'm going today. So that if I don't come back, they know where to start the search. I've also got that 3 little words app on my phone, but that's only used if you get stuck somewhere and I need to find your coordinates. Oh. The sun's starting to come out again now. I'm going to have to take my raincoat off in a while. Oh, talking of the bus is in front of me. Bus driver, I know him. So I've got a little wave on him. It's amazing how many people you do know. It really does. Surprise you. Another place over there, they've taken the trees down. Oh. Heading towards Corris now. When we first moved here, there was a nice little pub in the village just up here that we used to go to. It was Nora's, they used to call it. It was nice. I won't tell you about the lock-ins. Once walked back in the rain all the way home, And I mean, it was really raining and we were so wet. We got about halfway and we were just in giggle mode. We just couldn't stop giggling. We just got to a point where we were just so wet, we were hysterical. Telephone box. It's a modern one. Modern, anyway. That was, we used to say, it was designated a village if there was a few houses and a telephone box. Nice posh house up there. I'll show you where I can see it. I can see it through the trees, but you're not going to see it. If I point up. Lovely smells around here. Invasive species of plant up there. I've got one of them in my garden. That makes me bad, doesn't it? Gorgeous smell. Sounds like somebody cutting the grass. Some lovely waterfalls down there. See them? Let's see if I can zoom in on them. Yeah. Nice, aren't they? That's something to look for. I could get down there, but don't want to. This is the house I was talking about. The view's not very interesting at the moment. Well, it is. It's better than your view. But, if it's not, then send me a picture of your view. Maybe that's something we could do. Start posting them on the Facebook group or the on my Twitter account and things. Right, I'm going to stop and come back in a while. Back again, a bit further along now. Wanted to make a bit of progress. Also, like, sort my bag out and stuff. Anyway, that's an high one, isn't it? You can always tell how high they are by the size of the sheep. If I just try and zoom in on the sheep. Those little white dots there are the sheep. Look what happens when I go back. That's how tall it is. That's a tall one. There's a path going up there and stuff, so I'll have to check that one out on the map at some point. See where we are. I checked my steps. I'm about 9,500 steps now, so almost around about halfway what I wanted to do today. So I'd like to get to about 20,000 steps if it's possible. But if I can do more, I don't care. And it doesn't seem to be, I'm a bit wet and sweaty, but that's mainly because my raincoat is, did that to me. And so either put it on and sweat inside of the coat or get wet on the outside. So just got to dry out a bit. The sun keeps on trying to pop out, but I don't think we're going to get much sun today. Doesn't matter though, look how green and lovely it is. Imagine living in a little cottage up there on the mountain. I watch other people's walks and they're always moaning about the power lines and things like that. I actually think they fit in quite well. I quite like it, but maybe it's because I'm an electrical engineer. Electricity excites me. Which, I'll probably do some videos on that eventually and get around to it. I know, my mate Charlie is really wanting me to do a video on multimeter that he loaned me, which I'll try and do that at some point. It's fitting everything in, because, you know, starting a business and things, and when you're starting it on your own, nobody to help at first, you've got to do everything, and there's a lot that I need to do. So, but I'm trying my hardest to give myself days like this, so that I can just wander off for the day, and it'll get me fit eventually. Maybe about 1,000, 1,500 calories burnt by the time I've finished this walk. It's not many, but hey, it's better than zero, isn't it? And I think I am a lot fitter, because, you know, I'm not feeling the pressure of this. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Old mine or pit of some kind. Oh, nice. See, find some interesting things as you go along. I'd like to tell you where I am, but I have no idea. Don't know the names of the places and things, so it won't be until I find out on the map. If I do find out, and I'll stick it up as a caption on the screen when I edit the videos. Maybe. Not promising anything. Sounds like hard work. Saw somebody ride up here earlier on a bike. Imagine riding up these hills on a bike. Jeez. It's another campsite by hopefully. Oh, lovely little stream. Corris, says on the sign. If that's how you say it. If it's not, there's nothing I can do about it. That's, the slate has been stacked on top of each other there. It's getting dark because of the tree cover. Well, it could be about to piss it down again. Well, normally on something like this I'd be really out of breath, but I don't feel like I am getting out of breath, but I think when it comes to this sort of thing, it's not the actual getting out of breath, it's the recovery time. If you recover fast, I think that means that your stamina's up and you're getting healthier. It's my point of view. The world according to me. Oh, this is a steep bit. Ooh. Gotta walk back this way. I won't film that. I won't film me coming back, because it'll only be the same but backwards. You'll just see that instead. We'll see. Depends on how much battery I've got left. Because this video could last for a week or two at the rate that I'm going. I do 10-15 minutes at a time. fence leading into little woodland. Starting to feel like I need a drink at some point. I bought this Coca-Cola lime thing. I don't know if I'm going to like it. We'll see. Some more old caravans there. I think this was like dug out. Looking at it, that bit up there was dug out, and I think this was as well, because it looks ancient mining thing. It's lovely. Yeah, some sort of vehicular engine ahead of me. Yeah, like you got this little stream that goes down it. Looks like it's going into a cave in the side of the mountain. There's something to explore in the future. Because that's what this is at the moment. It's just an exhibition. What's the word? Expedition. Sounds like exposition. Exposition, doesn't it? Or, yeah, that. Don't hurt yourself, kid. It's just for me to explore and see what there is around so that I can come back up and have a look at things. Oh, it's a tractor. You see it through there? There's a tractor. Can you hear it? Ah, there's a car coming now. So, whew. Can you hear it now? Sound of tractor. Because we're in the countryside. Only that's like a different part of the country. That's in England. This is Wales, and I'm not going to be racist and do a Welsh accent. I don't mind doing, weird English accents, because I got a weird English accent myself. Let's see if I can show you. Look. Here's a tractor. Sounds like there's a motorbike or something coming. Don't know if it's coming up here. Might be on the main road. That's where we're going now, look. Look how high up that is. One day. Probably past the 10,000 steps now. Looking out for somewhere I can sit down at some point and eat my sandwiches and have a drink. Take a hay fever tablet because I'm feeling a bit dry. I've got some grapes as well. And then when I get home, I've got a lovely beef stew that I made in the slow cooker. It was very tempting last night when it finished to chomp it down. I'll have it today. Stick it in the microwave of death and warm it up. And dip some bread in it. Ooh, lovely. Let's have a look at battery life, see how we're doing. Ooh, 63% now. Still not too bad. We should have bought my my spare battery. It's like a, what do you call it, a USB charger, I think. Holds about 2 charges. So yeah, I'd be able to get 2 lots of battery life out of my phone. Which isn't bad, is it? Right. We come into somewhere that's got houses now. It's the little village with the pub in it. So, oh, it's a lovely field full of bluebells. So as we get closer to the little village in front of us, I might put my phone away for a bit and then come back when I'm on the other end of it. Just in case. I don't want to, film people without permission, and I don't want to piss people off. And all also stare at me because I'm talking to myself. We'll find out what it is first when we get there. We'll head towards that sign. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I can see it. Head towards the sign and find out what it's called. After all these years. It's only been 30 years. I should know by now. But I don't. Transmitter all the way up there, and the sun's trying to break out, so I might get dry eventually. Just make sure my coat's still there. Yep. So I tied it to the back of my bag, so I didn't want to have to carry it. Getting close to the sign now. Oh, it's looking as though it's a place that I'm not going to be able to pronounce. Whoa. Canus is the bottom word, but what's the top one? Escarigaliog. Escarigaliog. Canus. That'll do. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off now. You can see the sign. See if you can work out how to pronounce it. Corris Caravan Park. So we're getting close to Corris. I haven't filmed for a bit because I was going up a steep bit and coming down a steep bit, and you know, and there's tape up there. It's been taped off. We don't want people to go up there. Looks like it's some sort of bike trail. Because there's like a, what's the name? Bike, you know, trail thing back there. Eco something. People who want to live in the hut. Ooh. I'm not 100% sure if I've taken the right way, but we'll keep on going and we'll see. That's all part of exploring. One thing I will say, it's okay, I was watching a motorbike go past on the main road. One thing I will say though, is I've passed 11k worth of steps now. That's not bad. And I'm not massively out of breath or anything like that. I feel I've got the energy to carry on for a bit longer. What time is it? 3 o'clock. 10 past 3. So I've been up about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Really, I should set myself a time to get back, because it's going to take me that long to get back, isn't it? So if I stopped at 3:30, that'd be 3 hours. That should be 6:30, almost 7 o'clock by the time I get home. I've still got some drink. And I've kept the grapes, because they'll give me a bit of an energy boost towards the end. So we'll see. We'll see where this leads. And then I'll make a decision if I'm going to turn back. Come again another day. I was hoping to get up early and do this. I was going to do about 5 hours, but my body decided, nah, you're going to sleep in. And I'm not going to argue. Long way down. We have a building. I bought my walking stick with me, but I haven't used it. When I say walking stick, I don't mean old man's walking stick, I mean hiking stick. You know what I mean? Although I am an old man. I know people keep on telling me 54 is not old, but it feels it. Although not so much today. I feel that finally all of the weight loss and the walks I've been doing are starting to pay off. When I can spend a day like this, just wander off into the hills and into the countryside and explore a bit. There's the caravan site. You can see it now. It's big. Let's see what I see when I get to the end of this road. And if I'm close to Corris itself, which I should be able to recognise, I might carry on into Corris. spend a bit of time there, and then make my way home. And I won't film that. Because you'll have seen it. Lovely and green in it. There's rain running off the house down here. That's going to do something to the foundations, isn't it? Look at that. Hey. It's not my problem, is it? Ooh. What time is it now? 3:15. So 15 minutes to make a decision. As I was coming up here, went through this like sort of canopy covered section of the road, and there was this really, really strong smell of wild garlic. I was salivating. It smells of lots of different things here. Lots of different flowers. It's all one big experience, isn't it? It's not just about the visuals, it's the sounds, it's the smells. You need money to pay your bills, make sure that you're able to survive on the planet. Oh, just covered the camera, sorry. But the most important things is the moments and the memories. Creating moments for yourself and memories. Doing things to calm yourself. Sorry, trying to hold my camera better because my arm's aching. I hold it there. That's it. I know it sounds, new agey, but there are more important things than money. The only thing that money does is pay the rent, buy some food, and a lot of that food you could probably grow quite a lot in your garden, survive. I've been trying to do that. I'm not saying life's easy, it never is. Hasn't been for me for the last 2 years. But I'm feeling I've turned a corner and I'm moving forward with myself, doing things I want to do. Because I'm free now. Free to do the things I want to do. Things I've always wanted to but never got around to, or felt obligated to do what other people wanted me to do. I think we all do that. I've only got myself to blame. Can't blame anybody else for the fact that I settled down and got boring. But it would have been nice to have some sort of discussion at some point. Just never happened. But hey, that part of my life's over. This is my new part. And hopefully people will want to follow it on social media and things. I was going to say YouTube, but it's not just going to be YouTube, so try not to do that. Just YouTube. More than one platform. Hey. My whole business thing is based upon maybe, first of all, becoming financially stable enough to just get on and do things. Do the things I want to do. I don't want to be rich. Would be nice, but don't need to be rich. I just need to be able to pay all the bills and be left alone to do all the things I want to do. We'll see. These are really tall trees, aren't they? Straight up. Right, 3:20 now, so I've got 10 minutes to decide. And I've walked the corner and I still can't see Corris. Although that might be it in the distance, so I can see some buildings down the valley. I'll show you if I can. So that might be the start of Corris over there. Don't know if you can see it. I don't know. You can't tell on the camera. So we'll see a bit further. You can get far in 10 minutes. So the thing is, if I go for a walk for 3 hours and then for another 3 hours back, I live here, so it's not really a problem. You know, if I get up early in the morning, say 6 or 7 o'clock, do 5 hours, that's 12 o'clock. Do another 5 hours, I can be back home by 5 o'clock. And you don't have to exhaust yourself. You can take your time like I do. But you can still try to get quite a bit of distance under your belt. I think that is Corris over there, through the trees. So we'll see what it's like when we get over this bit in front of us there. You can see more now. Shall I zoom in on it? That there. So I might have made it to Corris. Oh. Now I could either walk the roadway back, or I could come back with it this way. This way would be quieter. Nicer. And it doesn't go dark until about 8 o'clock, so. And then it's not really proper dark. It'll be 9 o'clock before it's proper dark. So if it's taken me 3 hours to get this far, yeah, I can be back 6:30, 7 o'clock. So, lots of daytime left. Back's starting to hurt a little bit now. It's because I got my bag over my shoulder instead of wearing it. Yeah, I think that's definitely Corris in front of me. Yay, we did it. Next time, start out earlier and I can get there. Don't think I'm going to do it today. I think I'm going to turn around as soon as I go over this hump. That one in front of me. Beautiful walk though, through the forests. When I hear these people saying that we've ruined the countryside and there's no wildlife and all this sort of stuff, I think, I keep going to the same places as me. I know I haven't shown any wildlife today, but there's tons of wildlife around. On the way back I'll probably see rabbits like running in and out of the hedgerows and things. Now, last night when I went out with the dog in the rain, we saw about 4 rabbits. On the way up here I saw a fox. So, different kind of birds. Look at that. Ooh. Right, we got to that hump, but it doesn't seem to be changing much, does it? I think we're going to disappear into the woods a bit more. I say, I'll probably put this walk to an end now, and I'll probably break it up into small chunks so that it will be over a period of time in parts. And then I'll try and do it again, but come out earlier. I had a decision to make anyway. Do we carry on that road or carry on that road? No parking. That's got a gate on it, so you can't go that way. And they've started replanting the trees, look. Right. Runvellen is where I am. That's it. Runvellen. Oh. As I'm making the decision to turn back, I'm starting to feel a little bit winded. Still got a few minutes. We'll still walk a bit further. Can't stop myself, can I? Those trees are fantastic though, aren't they? Straight lines. Some tall telegraph poles there, mate. That's turned in that road. Ooh. That road at the side of me has turned into a footpath now. It's going the same way as me. It might head down into the town. We'll find out next time. Next time I'll probably walk this far and then carry on from here rather than boring you with the same journey again. Or catch the bus to Corris and walk back. That's cheating though, isn't it? Wow. Life's special. almost half past now. So I'll start putting things to an end, saying goodbye. I'll see you in the next bunch of videos. Hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know and I'll do more. Let me know what sort of things you want me to say and to talk about and whatever. Ask me questions and things. Not just you though, Jose. Let other people have a go. Gotta mention him. Oh. Let's just have a look what time it is. 29, so we've still got a minute. And there looks like there's a not so covered bit in front of us, so I might walk to that and then come back. Keep on saying that, don't I? Oh, one of these big trees has fallen down, look. Wow. I think you'd die if one of these fell on you. For definite. Listen to the birds. Now wildlife my arse. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it to an end now and make my way back. And then I can start editing it. Whew. There's a job and a half. This section alone's 22 minutes. It's a good job my phone's got plenty of memory, isn't it? And plenty of space. Right. Almost at that corner now. See what's behind it, and then we'll turn back. Looks like the sun's breaking through up there as well. Right, looks like we made it to Corris in the end. We're right on the outskirts of it, because the main part is up there. But at least we know we can get this far now. So, with that, and that fantastic view, I'll say goodbye.